It is
the 17th.
Friday 16th.
Oh, I thought it was Saturday.
Today is Friday the 16th. It is the start. Well, not really the start because it's
Saturday.
Yeah, correct. And also it's like 5 p.m. so it's not the start of the day. But this is where we're starting off our video for our anniversary weekend. I thought you'd join in, but you didn't. Oh wow.
Join in with what?
I thought if I did this, like keep it rolling, roll over to the next one, then you'd start in and it'd be like roll over, real cool. So here I am putting on my glove. Struggled a bit, so I had to cut it. Alright, then I'm making space in the pot, just pushing the soil to the side so that the transplant can be put into the pot, because you know it brings its own soil. Here we are, about to do the transplant. Going for it. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so it just kind of falls apart because the hibiscus didn't have a lot of roots to hold together the soil, and the soil was wet. But yep, they're still alive today, so it's all good. It's all good. First time doing it, so didn't know. But yeah, they look good. Then just covered it up with more soil. And it is growing. Big dog. Getting dirty. I'll deal with it now. Wash the ginger. We had went to the movies just to pick up mozzarella sticks and fries, and then we watched Howl's Moving Castle. She had started before, but we actually finished. Good night, guys. We're out here in the garden transplanting some cucumbers. PJ is digging the holes on the other side, so we'll show you that in a little bit. But first, we're going to amend the soil.
Just a little bit less than that, just to be safe, because we will re-amend the soil next week anyways, just to feed these plants. Did you just add more?
Yeah, I took off a bit and then...
Put it back.
Okay, I'm going to put it all back and then...
So I'd say about a quarter spoon, because a half would be a little bit too much to put directly on their roots. We just want to make sure they're getting enough nitrogen to make it to next week with some...
Anyways, some gypsum. They say it helps with like clay soil to like loosen it up a bit, and it also adds calcium.
As well as some sulfur.
As well as some sulfur.
So you do have to watch out for the pH, as this will raise your pH a little bit.
There you go. Next up, bone meal. Okay, so bone meal was added, and that is for phosphorus as well as a bit of calcium. And so the bone meal that we used is 4-12-0. So it had 4 nitrogen, 12 phosphorus, and then nothing in potassium. It's also a slow release, and that means that like it needs the bacteria in the soil or worms to break it down, and then in order for the plant to then be able to use it.
The one thing I do have to say about that is if you're using chemical fertilizers, slow release would not be necessarily needing beneficial bacteria to break it down. it would just release slowly as it is a chemical. But with organic fertilizers, bacteria and microorganisms are needed to break it down. So you do have to keep that in mind.
Yep. And so phosphorus is very important for the roots as well as for forming fruits. And so that's why we use our bone meal. Coolio. And I don't know if you guys saw the movement in the soil. Very active, very active. But going to be transplanted. Yeah, I don't know which one. I just saw it moving around. Gonna transplant this teak into there now. Well, after I amend the soil.
So this is us setting up our tent. As you can see, it was very windy. We're not pros at setting up tents, so we did struggle a little bit, but we ended up getting it up in the end, which is the main thing. So this is a little bit of light we had while we were filling in our tent with our stuff, which helped us hold down our tent.
I'm not sure what this is. Pretty sure that's chicken fried, so we gonna find out.
Hopefully we don't catch the bush on fire.
Pray with us now.
Yeah. Like and subscribe to save the bush. So it's very windy right now. As you can tell, this is okay. You might not be able to tell, but this is our tent.
I don't even know if it gets really doing it justice. Yeah, and then the foot with the other end. Yeah, she like, yeah, you see what I said? She's leaning. But
She's holding up.
But holding up steady. We're in the tent now. Who knows what time it is, but we've just decided to have some black beans and crackers. Yep. Real camp style. With some tangerines. Still low on water.
We got tangerines instead of water.
Alright.
We're gonna drink up some water now. Yeah?
In this form.
In this session. No, in this session we should drink up some water.
Oh, honestly, yeah. Alright, so yeah, we're going to enjoy this now.
zero guesses where we are going right now. She has me completely lost, confused.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes.
So no guesses, babe?
No guesses.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
Yep.
Good just refresh.
So she managed to do it and surprise me about 2 seconds before we got here.
Yeah, just as
I
we were
was
about
like-
to pull up, he's like, is touch up tight open? I'm like,
Yeah.
yes.
I was like, okay, that makes sense.
So, that is where we were going.
Touch of time.
Okay, so here we are in our room that we got our massages done in. There's my clothes. This is the kind of like setup. There's just two beds next to each other. This is the outside area. It was right outside the rooms. And we got to eat some cookies and brownies. And PJ got some tea and I got some water.
This is us peeling our fresh-ish and local organic sweet potato. So we grew this ourselves. As a root crop, we focused mainly on phosphorus, so we didn't feed it too much nitrogen, but we were pretty happy with our overall yield out of it, and it was a healthy plant, so we can't complain with what we got out of it.
So we just went skinny dipping. Yeah, you know. You have anything to say to that? No? Okay. Well, oh, they're going fishing. I wanted to tell them that the water was nice in case they just wanted to get in, you know?